Hey guys, how's it going? It's Python. Welcome back to the channel. We're back for some more winhero with a bit of a different video today, because as you guys know, it's the 100-day celebration that's going on in the game, and I believe that right now is the best time that's ever been to actually start playing the game or start a new account, because it's so good to reroll right now. And I'm gonna show you an example, and then we're gonna go and reroll a little bit. Just gonna show an example of me just rerolling quickly, and this is something that I got within a few rerolls, like, and this is something you can get, and maybe even better than this, just by playing the game. Because right now, if you start the game with all of the login bonuses and all of the easy quests that you get from the 100-day event, you can do 6 multis just by starting off, by not playing at all, and you can just obviously re-roll with that in mind. And I managed to pull 5 SS rank characters. This is one of the better ones. You could probably do better, and you don't have to do better, by the way. This is extremely good to start off with. Even 4 characters would be amazing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually go through and reroll again, not on this account, but just to show you. You obviously go here to go to the main menu, and you return to the main menu. And now I'm just gonna switch to another account in order to reroll real quick. Okay, so I've switched real quick, and this is how you reroll essentially. I mean, I've done a video before. I think the first video I did was how to reroll. So I mean, it's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. You don't need much. You just delete the account and you start over. And there we go. And we're gonna go through all of the login bonuses because there's a lot. And as I said, you can get 6 multis to start off with. Of course, the game gives you one for free, but you can get 20 tickets as well as 8,400 gems to spend on 3 multis of whatever you want to spend it on. I would personally recommend the Endo banner, but we're gonna see in a moment. Of course, you get the daily login, which isn't much, but it's great. This one's actually pretty big because it helps you out quite a bit. The 1000 for the event, of course, is very important as well. And with the event ongoing, if you do happen to get a good account and reroll well, it's also very helpful to have the event going. So obviously, if you don't want to go for Endo, you can go for the event characters, and you can get the scene cards for the characters by just playing the event. So that's really good, really helpful as well. And obviously we get the 3000 for Endo. So right now we're at 4300. We cannot claim the others, but for now we get the first multi, the free multi that the game gives you just by starting off. And let's see what we get. Do we get anything? Let me just skip to the cutscene. Okay, we do get something. Wow. Alright, I mean, you can just skip through this. I will. I just want to see how many we get. Just one, I think. Yep, just the one. I think it's the first one. Let's skip. Okay. That's actually really good. We get Sako. Sako is actually decent to get. Really good to get. Because we need... and we'll talk about that in a moment. What characters I would say you should reroll for. Because it's not just the amount that you get, but what you want to reroll for as well. But first, let's claim here at the gifts. We can get, obviously, look at all this stuff. By the way, we get an extra 4,000 gems from this, as well as some nice shards for a lot of the characters. The first years, the standard. And right now we're at 8,360. So what we want to do before we actually go into it, we just want to go real quick onto the objectives and just claim just this one here. Right, this one, the 10 tickets that we get by just doing a multi, which we already did by the tutorial, and just anything that gives you gems. You can claim this one, you can claim that one, like anything that just gives you at least 40 gems to be able to do the 3 multis. And we go back to the gacha, and we go for me, for the paid one first. We obviously have 20 tickets as well for the standard banner. Not for the paid one, sorry, for the gems is what I meant. Now, here's the decision, right? What do you want to go for? What do you want to spend your gems for? I wouldn't spend it on the standard, in my opinion. I personally would go for Endo. This is my my idea, because obviously you can do 2 more multis and get 50 shards, and then you can get even more shards of him by exchanging it at the shop in the future. Oh, I just clicked it, sorry. Let's go to the gacha first. Right, so let's start off with this one. This and it's 6 multis, right? One that we already did, we got Sako. Let's see if we get anything here. I'm just gonna skip that. It doesn't look like it. Let's skip. Okay, we don't get anything. That's a shame. Let's go again. The reason why I'm doing this is obviously because we can get his SIM card really quickly, really easily. No Suo, no nothing. We don't get anything again. Wow, this is really tough. This is a really rough one. Nothing again, I don't think. Yep. Wow, we get nothing from the cubes. That's really rough. We'll do this again, don't worry. Let's just go ahead and do the standard. Now, for me, if I was just re-rolling, I would just skip this completely and re-roll again. There's no point, but just for the sake of it, let's go and do the tickets as well. We're just gonna skip them. Just because we got nothing there. I mean, look. Oh my god, we got Sako again. We got a dupe. That's actually that's actually really bad. Let's just skip this. We get nothing. We just got Sako twice. That's really bad, actually. Let's do this again and then talk about who we want to look for. Actually, let's do this now. Let's talk about who we want to look for first. Okay, of course I have to level him up real quick to complete the tutorial. Okay. So, who do you want to get out of the standard characters? Of course, for the feature ones, you can go for the others as well, real quick. You can go for Tomiyama. I wouldn't really recommend going for Tomiyama. You could go for Umemiya. Umemiya's really good, a really good red tank. Really good. So maybe you want to do the standards first, see what you get, and then see who you want to go for in the featured. That's not a bad strategy. I just think that you just want to get the featured characters. The standard ones you're gonna get regardless. But yeah, I would recommend Endo. Umemiya's not bad, but I would personally go with Endo. And then out of the standard characters, you can check here down below. These are all of the standard characters with Sako as well. And obviously you'd be happy with 4 in total, including the featured one. 5, maybe even 3 if they're the right ones. So first of all, this Umemiya is the best character, the best unit in the game. This is the one that you want. Obviously I have done character tier list, by the way, and if you want to do a reroll tier list, I can do that for you. But essentially what you want is him. He's the best in the game. He's a really good one to get. However, you do have 2 blue attackers in standard, the blue Sako and the blue Suo, which is actually one of the best ANS ranks. So you don't need him, but he's the best standard for sure. Hiragi is really good as well, because he's the only green tank that's a standard character aside from Green Togame. So they are the only 2 green tanks, which is really bad at the moment. But the other character that's gonna be added, I believe Friday, is gonna be a green character, so he could be a tank. You never know. Then I would go for a red attacker, because there's only 1 red attacker in standard that's ANS, and that's S rank Sakura. So any red attacker, whether it's Suo or Kaji, would be good. And then I would say a yellow attacker, because there's only 1 other yellow attacker in standard, and that is A rank Kiryu. So any of the Shishitoren boys, Tomiyama is actually the worst one, but with his SIM card he's the best one. Or you could go for the other 2. It's fine. Other than that, blue is missing a tank, but you're gonna get this card right here, this Sugishita right here for free by just playing the game. If you go to the objectives, right, you're gonna get him regardless. right here, if you complete the objectives, it's very easy. You're gonna get in very quickly, so you don't actually need a blue tank either to complete the team. Obviously, after that, you're gonna have to look at the character tier list and whatnot. A lot of characters are a lot better with their scene card, like this Tomiyama, for example, is the worst yellow attacker out of standard characters, but with his scene card, I believe he's the best. So, or maybe just there with the others as well. So yeah, let's do this one more time just for the sake of it, and see what we get, because we got really unlucky last time. Once again, I don't really know if I'm gonna like level up my account that I got, the really good one with 5 SS ranks. But anyway, let me just skip through the all the stuff that's gonna, all the login bonuses, and I'll be back with the pools again. Okay, here we go. Let's go again. Second time doing this. Let's see if we get luckier this time around. I'm just gonna skip completely, to be honest with you. Now, once again, something that I did forget to mention is if you happen to get the feature character that you're going for, probably Endo, on the first go, what do you do after that, right? Do you keep going on his banner, or do you just keep saving? Well, that's up to you, right? You can do what you want to do. Or maybe you go for another feature character. That's completely up to you. Okay, let's see here. I think this should be a featured. Let's see if Nide shows up. He does. Okay, so this, I believe, means that Endo will be featured. He should be the third one, right? Let's go. Okay. So we do get Endo. That's awesome. I skipped his cutscene. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry for that. Right, now what do? I'm just gonna keep going on the banner. I think just because we want to get his scene card, because his scene card is so good. And there's no other way of getting it. So I'm just gonna keep going with this. This one doesn't look great. Let's skip it. We don't get anything. That's a shame. Last one on the Endo banner. And, okay. Let's see if Nide shows up. And if he does, then I'm a fool for doing this. He doesn't. Okay, we did get, someone that's not Endo, I don't think, unless it is. Right. Okay. That's actually really good. It's the blue one. I thought it was the red one. The blue one's cool. Well, the blue one's cool as well. I think actually A rank Nire, the support, is one of the better ones, one of the better supports. But he's cool too, to be fair. Let's do the standard tickets. So far, it's not looking good in terms of the amount we got, but the ones that we did get were really good. And yeah, it looks like this account is not it either. Let's skip again. Right, nothing. We just got Kaji. Kaji and Endo. You know what? Should we do one more time, or should we call it? Let's do one more time. Why not? Let's let me reroll one more time, and I'll be back in the future. Okay, here we are again. One last reroll. Now, I will say again, depending on how this video does, I might do just a reroll tier list in the future, probably Monday. But there's not really much to say, because it obviously depends, right? It's not like you can pick your characters. It depends on how many you get and which ones you get, because obviously you could get 5 bad ones, or you could get 3 really good ones, and obviously the ones with less is better because you get the right ones. So yeah, it really depends on who you get rather than how many you get, but obviously the more, it just feels better the more you have. So for me, if I had to pick 5, I would say like the 5 that I got. I would pick obviously the feature character you want to go that you're going for. So let's say we get Endo. This doesn't look like a good one either, by the way. So let's say we get Endo. Then I would say blue Memiya, green Hiragi, a yellow attacker, and a red attacker. That would be the perfect 5. Okay, we get someone here. Nireis are not good. I mean, a red support is actually really good because S rank Nire, the one right next to him, this one, is actually one of the worst units in the game. It's so bad. So a red support is also not bad. However, you're gonna get Kiryu for free. I can get more into that probably in the future if I do a reroll tier list. But yeah, this looks pretty bad. Let's do this just for the sake of doing them. Once again, if you're actually rerolling and you get this, just reset. There's no point. Once again, if you don't get the featured unit, you could still get a good account, by the way. I'm not saying that if you don't get the featured unit, it's just whatever you want. But this one was the worst of the 3 that I did. But once again, actually, let me just show you again the account that I got. Right. So once again, this is the account that I got, and you can get this really easily. I know my luck was horrible back then, but you can very easily get this out of 6 multis. You can get lucky and get... And the thing is, you don't need 5, right? I repeat myself again, you don't need 5. As long as you get the right ones right here, right? I got the featured character, I got Hiragi, which is really big, and I got a red attacker in Suo. And he's phenomenal as well. Blue Kaji is really good as well. Blue Memiya is fine. He's good. He's really good, but it's whatever. It could have been any character here. If this was a yellow attacker or the other blue Memiya, this would have been almost perfect. But once again, you get a good amount. You can get the right ones, and with the sheer amount of resources that you get by just logging in, this is the perfect time to start playing. So I hope some of you do. Maybe you make a second account. And try that out, or maybe you just throw your main account away. I don't know, it's not my advice, but maybe if you want to do that, you can, because it's a good time to start right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped, and I'll see you next time, maybe with a tier list, but if not, whatever. Bye bye.